everybody. Alamax here, and it looks like we're gonna have an interesting day ahead of us. Turn this music down. This is loud. There we go. I can actually hear myself think. So, I got a new game off Steam. It's what's it called? 60 Seconds Reatomized, and it is a game. It's a game about a family trying to survive a nuclear bomb. So let's get on with it. See, I'm gonna sound like an annoyingly tap this door. This dude just pops out like a gnome, just like. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Achievements. I love how they have that stuff flying around the screen. That's neat. Anyway. So, let's see. Do not know the difference. I'm walking into this. I haven't played this before. I've seen it played once. So, tutorial. Now, I want to go right into it. Full atomic experience. Select character. Let's go for Ted, I suppose. Go for the Fat Man Bomb. Let's see. Fragile equipment is average. Health issues are quite common. There's some stuff in the shelter. Alright. Well, let's get into this, I suppose. Soup can be stored for up to 737 years. Not quite sure that's scientifically proven. Okay. Hey, pick that. I should have chosen the tutorial. Pick something up. Come on. Pick it up. Please. Where's the pickup button? Enter. What key, please? Aha! Right shirt. Left mouse. Okay. Help! Help! Shush. There's nuclear bombing going on. Take the gun. Gimme. Oh no. Lori! White! Hurry! Hurry, my dear. Did I bring her through? Apparently I sure did. Well, that was a horrible start. Please say Dolores made it. Day 1. Oh, there she is. So we got pesticide, 2 cans of soup, 2 jugs of water, rifle, Boy Scout handbook, and an axe. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is quite healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stocked supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had a soup dinner party, another time we needed the rifle to help against our neighborhood watch against a vicious raccoon fight. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. Okay, so it added the Boy Scout for us. We don't have much food. No one's complaining yet, even though canned soup might become an extravagant dish soon. Barely enough water for everybody. We'll have to ration it strictly. There wasn't enough time to grab everything, but we do have something to get started with. Hope it's enough. Time to ration some supplies. No, put that back. I don't have enough for any of you right now. It's hard being down here. We need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. Beautiful drawing of dead people right there. Day 2. Okay, first of all, how'd you grow a stubble that quick? I mean, tell me your secrets, man. I can't even grow a full beard. Timmy's over here just like, well, what is going on? I'm just going to continue staring at this book. See, you guys should sit up straight. It's bad for your posture. Tim, or Ted, whatever your name was. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal. We might never get used to it. Calm enough for Ted, he's doing well. Mary Jane isn't worrying, or at least like it. She's not saying it out loud. If there was anything to report about Dolores, she would have boringly written it here. Tommy is on his best behavior. How long will that last? Okay. Everybody's in good shape. Every new smell attacks our nose in this little shelter instantly. There isn't anything we can miss. So when a single brick fell out from the wall, revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check out that hole and see what the source of that smell is. Yeah, definitely. Check that out. What was that? Okay, that's concerning. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come out attacking us with claws, fangs, or other mutated, sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we just found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper barrel and an empty can. He deserved that much. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Getting something to drink from Mary Jane might sound like a good idea. So we got one extra soup, that's sweet. Let's see. No! Stop it! There we go. Alright, so we got that. These two need water. Everybody's a little irritated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe. Alright. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Well, I don't think... Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if the green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try to do something about it with whatever we brought down here. Yeah. Patch up with some pages. Alright. What is that sound, for goodness sakes? Those flickering lights are giving me like FNAF vibes here. Ha! Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Dolores will not survive without water much longer. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Alright. There we go. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Yeah. Timmy seems quite enthusiastic about going out. Yeah, no, Timmy, I don't think you're quite ready for that. If there's one thing that sure got our attention, it's whatever banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they're quite persistent. They've been at it for at least 5 minutes. Should we open it? Well, we have the gun if anything goes awry, so... I'm concerned why there's a bottle of water missing here. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Oh no. Mary Jane has contracted illness. Alright, nobody is hungry. Okay. Well, who's banging on the door then? We at least get that? The contamination is still strong. Mary Jane might be willing to go, but will she make it? Timmy can do it. Timmy can go to the wastelands. Yeah, you guys are going. What in the heck are those sounds? Are they coming from the G's forbidden walls? They're driving us crazy. It is something crawling in the air vent. Relax, take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for it. Yeah, we got nothing relaxing, so, you guys are kind of in trouble. Oh my. Oh, there's a little company logo, that's cool. Beware of bandits roaming the wastelands looking for easily and defenseless prey. Sick and thirsty. Okay. Boredom can really get to you. It can lead you to dark places, trust us. Aren't there any drugs we could give Mary Jane? Water is what she needs most right now. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. Ted is not complaining. Dolores was pretty calm today. Alright. This is not going well. Really good shape. Highly radioactive, yeah. I'm not gonna check. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing up at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. No, they're gonna steal from us. As the Boy Scout book has said, in its wise words of wisdom, what was it? I wish I could back out. Don't trust people in green suits or something like that, because, oh, no, don't, because, you know, that makes sense. Alright. Day 7. We made it a week. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noise faded away. We're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. That's true, though. If we don't cure Mary Jane soon, who knows what will happen. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is hungry. Ted wishes for drops of water. Geez, Dolores is really tanking it. Alright, so let's see. Oh wait, water, Dolores. I'm confused, I feel like it's changing now. Oh. There was more on the second page. Oh. Well, that's concerning. Let's see. Mary Jane taking food. Alright. Okay. No scavenging. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now, should we eat them? And we're good on food, but we should really be worrying about its water, and I don't want to risk getting some sort of weird radiation poisoning. That's concerning. Like, I told you to stop coughing, woman. I didn't think it was possible for her to look much worse, but, she is. Is it me or is her hair getting longer? It's just growing an afro. And, wow, that shark, you should put that somewhere safe. Alright. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Fungus is one of them. Oh, wall fungus. Aren't there anything drugs we could give to Mary Jane? Mary Jane's not hungry. Ted is not thirsty. Ted is hungry. Alright, so Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is feeling so-so. Is that enough for an expedition? Timmy can do it. Timmy can journey the wasteland. Yeah, not with this radiation. We know very little about what's going on outside. It may be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made the safety radio could help us. Okay, I don't have a radio, so... That sucks. Alright. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue going on will not kill us necessarily. Mary Jane's condition is not getting any better today. Can we spare her some water? She's been asking about it. Ted is not hungry. Timmy needs water. Dolores is fine. Okay, we're gonna give her... Oh, yeah, no water. This isn't good. We're not sure about the situation on the surface. Timmy is in good health and full of optimism. Yeah, we should probably prepare Timmy to go for the trip. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to the rescue and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy has comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need now is to make contact with the military, which we can't do. Day 10. Not all mutants are dangerous. Looks can be deceiving. Alright. Dehydrated. Thirsty, hungry. Thirsty. Dehydration. Is this the reg? One thing we need to do is use the radio on a regular basis. They're really rubbing it in, aren't they? There might be something important transmitted. Either that, or strolling around outside. They might be strolling around outside to pick us up. First option sounds like a bit more sane. Mary Jane is not feeling any better. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink, fast. Where is water when Ted needs it? Ted is hungry. There's one thing we need. It's water for Dolores. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Soup. I don't think there's much I can do, but I will give her a can. Ted, you're gonna need to... I say he takes the axe, because we still need the shotgun if we get into trouble. Alright. Acquire a radio to make further contact with the military. Come on, do it! Alright, our brave Ted is going out. Day 11. Choose your expedition equipment wisely. They left to rub it in. Okay, Ted has left. We hope he'll be back soon. He took the axe with him. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink. And she is rather sick. Tim is in horrible shape. We need to give him water. Now! Dolores will not survive without much water much longer. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized up there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighborhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. Alright. This is not going well. Dolores? Where did the kids go? Excuse me, Dolores, look at me. Look at me in the eyes here. Excuse me, I think she's losing it. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. Dolores needs water. When Mary Jane found out she's not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she is getting her water one way or like another. We are seriously terrified. Lack of water drove Timmy insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away without looking back. He's not likely to return. Well, maybe they're just playing at the beach, right? Ted, please come back. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell desperation in this shelter. I'm pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby. Mostly old folks from the retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway and we need them more, right? No, we're not stealing from the old people. That is messed up, lady. Alright. One-way ticket. Oh. Why is there a skull for Ted? Yes, I've almost made it. Take my letter, please. Alright. What does that say? We're no bandits. Sure, we need supplies, but not at the cost of others. We won't bother those people. A man who takes canned soup from a tomato from another is not worthy to taste that soup. Let's just hope that everybody else gets out there as decent as our family. We don't remember leaving a collection of skulls hanging around the remains of our white fence, but it didn't seem that suspicious. We got a bit worried when someone started shooting at us. We realized something was profoundly wrong when a bandit of half-naked crazy riders jumped out of the ruins and chased us away. Tough luck. We need water. Dolores died of dehydration. We didn't make it. These are our final words, and our advice to anyone who reads this is obscured writing. We survived 16 days. Shelter got raided on day 16. What's driven away? Wow, they're really pushing that soup, aren't they? Successful expeditions, but Ted never came back. What's it talking about here? Alright, guys, that was an episode of 60 Seconds. If you guys enjoyed, you can feel free to like and subscribe or comment on what you would like to see next. And try to keep as cheery as these people are right now before their home gets hit by a nuclear holocaust. Have a good day.